Good morning, Cinderlin. Good morning, makers. You know what? We're actually going to change this recipe up. I've just noticed that the cream I have here is about 12 days past its best before, so it's probably soured. So I'm gonna have to change to a different recipe, which is still going to be a chicken and pasta recipe, just slightly different. I'm gonna do creamy chicken penne with bruschetta topping instead. Here. Cab, what the fuck you doing? Alright. Chicken breast tenders, penne, Italian, bourbon spice blend. I should turn my camera on. Hello. Green cheese. Balsamic vinegar. This is my morning voice, by the way. Do you hear how it's deeper and raspier? I haven't used it for the last 10 hours. Yeah. Actually, this is my balsamic vinegar. I don't know what this is. Mystery liquid. Cream sauce blend. And this is, oh, I'm gonna take these strings. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can do those now. It's fun, it's a fun time. One garlic clove. Well, I'm going to use the remainder of this garlic. 2 tomatoes. And some baby spinach. We now have our ingredients. This is either my morning voice or it's my I'm getting sick and I don't know it yet voice. But I don't feel under the weather, so fingers crossed. as it's morning, let's get ourselves a nice little coffee. Chat, what shall we drink this morning? I have a cappuccino, a latte macchiato, a regular ass coffee with some milk in it, an Americano. What are we thinking? I'm feeling latte macchiato this morning. I was going to say, apart from makers whose opinion is irrelevant to this question, let's assemble my milk carafe. Boop. Ta-da! Steamer attachment. Get. Grab my little scuffed up Aperture Science mug, which is now Atur Latories. Good. Ignore me. I'm like 70% asleep, says Makers. You know what would help with that, Makers? Nice, hot Marga Joe. Nice old serving of dirty bean water will get you woken right up. Especially when your heart begins to palpitate. Alright, I don't know how much of the noise of this very loud blender in my coffee machine my mic will block out, so apologies. Oh hell yeah, noise reducing technology is amazing. You'll only be able to hear it when I speak. Okay, I'm genuinely impressed. You hear that noise in the background? Unless I'm speaking, the microphone's not picking it up. That's very impressive. What's also impressive is that lady's over that way. And gives barely a hint of giving the slightest fuck about it. She's occasionally looking back over her shoulder and being like, what's that? And then she just goes back to eating because, you know, cat food. Your roommates have one. Also, seeing as lady is here, it is only appropriate that I provide lady content. Prepare for lady content. What are those red things? Boop, 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 boop. Cat. Oh, the white balancing's turned back on my cameras again. If anyone finds out how to permanently disable white balancing on Logitech C900 series cameras, please let me know. Because every fucking time that I turn OBS back on, my white balancing has come back. and doesn't do a particularly good job of it, as the fact that it made me glow the way Maker's Mantles glows. Oh, good. Okay, we're doing this then. My lights are going to misbehave. Love that. Oh, I said that my white balancing is annoying as hell, as evidenced by the fact that it made me glow the same way you glow when you expose your skin to sunlight. And we're in ads. Oh no, agile. Indeed. I should get some water as well. Even though I haven't consumed liquids yet. And the first liquids I do consume probably should be a little bit more useful to my body than just coffee. Probably, he says. Chat. I made her happy. His little happy caffeinated boy. Let's quickly clean up my drip tray on the old coffee machine as well while we're here. And then we shall get into the meat of things. And by the meat of things, I do mean cooking some chicken. That was, in fact, a meat pun. I regret nothing. All right. It's all assembled now. Ads are over. The fuck is G-Hub? Is that a piece of Logitech software that I don't have? Sounds like a piece of Logitech software that I don't have. Logitech gaming software. Okay. Son of a bitch. I put my saucepan in the dishwasher last night. Did turn it on. Oops. Happy bean juice? Yeah. You like it? You like my little happy man? Just a happy little caffeinated boy. All right, we're going to start by bringing a large pot of salted water to a boil. So there's something in my fucking water. So makers, are you just waking up for the day, or have you not gone to sleep yet from yesterday? This is a question I must ask because I already know the answer in the case of one Cinderlin. Waking up. All right, folks. So here's the score. We have at most about an hour and 45 minutes together. Because my work begins at 10:30, and if I run all the way up to that last bit, I will make myself late. Which is not going to leave a good impression for the first day of my new shift schedule. So let's not do that. My partner had a work schedule change recently, and it had me really tired. Can relate. But actually, oddly, can relate, can't relate, because I woke up at the time that I would have in fact, I woke up at a time that would have been half an hour late for my shift previously, so there is that. But you know what? I'd take that shift back any day, just for the more time I'd get to spend with Junior. You've all heard my thoughts on that, though. Then it slept on and off for about 7 hours. Because they switched from 7 a.m. wake up to like a 5 a.m. Gross. Oh. That's vile. But because they're doing 4 10s now instead, so it's Monday to Thursday instead of Monday, Friday. There's that, but you know what? I personally would take sleeping in. We're going to cut our tomatoes into half-inch slices. Well, half-inch pieces, actually. So we'll start with the slice and end with the dice. Look at a cannabis plant. That's right, I remember. There's my spinach. A bit of an emotional night, so I didn't sleep that well. Cinnamon, if you need to talk, you know where to find me. Got some boiling water going on over here. So, into that boiling water goes our pasta. I'll cook that down for about 13 minutes. Watching up into this sink here. Heat. All right. Gonna rough cut our spinach. Still going through that too hard. Got the blade biting into the chopping board again. It's a better sized clove of garlic. You know, I'm really not looking forward to having to basically rebuild my audience in a new time slot. Do not relish the prospect of this at all. Sucks. On the wrong scene as well. Wasn't bad emotions necessarily, at least not all. Some just growth pains. Growth is good, Sindlin. No one ever said it's going to be easy, right? Makes I gotta trying to change my schedule too. I gotta stop streaming Fridays. Yeah, the shift change for me basically made it impossible for me to keep that 6 p.m. time slot. My thing is that I was actually looking at my stats. This is actually a better time for stream growth though. Typically, you're not wrong. I've looked at the stats and I have seen like much higher viewership in this category in the morning. Painter King promoted me so hard that I have a 78% follower overlap with him. And he streams Friday nights. Oof. Alright, let's make ourselves some bruschetta topping. Do a small bowl. Add half the tomatoes. Oh, and all the tomatoes. Sorry. Half the garlic. I am fortunate in the fact that the people who have promoted me pretty much universally either start and end before I start streaming, or they start either directly after I've finished streaming, or they start towards the end of my streams, which also gives me raid targets. So I'm very blessed in that. We use half a teaspoon of the Italian herb and spice blend, a teaspoon of vinegar, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of oil. Okay. This is, God, I love bruschetta. I may be hungry. The drugs are wearing off. And hell. Yes, I should also mention that I'm blessed enough to have friends that choose their stream times around mine, even though they were here first and I'm just a small boy with a city dream. I very, very, very appreciate you for doing that, Sin. With this new schedule, though, oddly enough, you guys are actually going to see more of me. However, it's at the expense of my son seeing less of me, which is, frankly, not a viable long-term trade-off. Yeah, I did notice you stayed for a 25th hour there, Sin. Right, here's a Italian herbs and spices. In you go. Peak it is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But yeah, like D-Toma 5, Darius, he promoted me pretty heavily. And his streams are either well, they're pretty much in the morning, like early morning for me. Get some of this balsamic vinegar. Cast balsamic makes Homer drool noises. Oh, lick spoon, delicious vinegar. Two teaspoons of oil. 1, 2. I could drink balsamic. I have drank balsamic. Not like any large mouthfuls, but I have sipped on the balsamic. And I have regretted nothing. Until the heartburn set in, then I regretted existing. But for a brief window in time of vinegary time, I had no regrets. That and ginger peanut salad dressing at Japanese restaurants, I could drink that too. Let me introduce you to my friend, the Kewpie deep roasted sesame dressing and marinade. This stuff is the fucking shit. So good. Listen, makers, you get yourself a head of green cabbage and a mandolin slicer, and you slice that nice and thin. We're putting in a quarter teaspoon of sugar here, by the way. Slice that stuff nice and thin, and then just mix it with that dressing. You have a very, very quick, very, very healthy, and very, very refreshing side dish. Typically served with like katsu and don dishes in Japan. Bit of pepper. Little bit of salt. Pasta's done. Need my measuring cup. I'm trying to exercise more. Ugh. Speaking of healthy, I felt that deep in my soul. I have resumed my fasting ways. That's weird. I've never seen pasta end up standing vertically after being boiled. That's, We're going to reserve some of our pasta water. And by reserve, I mean I'm going to throw all of the pasta water into a measuring cup. So that way I can't accidentally reserve too little of it. It's excited to see me ready to fight bigots. Oh, you're trying to be ready? I thought my pasta is ready to fight bigots. My pasta is ready to fight bigots, by the way. Makers, you shouldn't discriminate though. You should also get ready to fight little guts. Otherwise, that would be bigoted. Stop you to fight me too. You can't fight me on the basis of me being a dad, making dad jokes. That would be bigoted. Good quote. Also, folks, I've consumed this much water from this large glass. If you haven't been hydrating, you should. Good. Do I like telling dad jokes? Of course. Dad jokes are fucking their life. Does my son laugh at my dad jokes? Sometimes he does. Sometimes he cries. He hates to the point of crying the "Hi son, I'm dad" whenever it's like I'm cold, I'm hungry, or I'm something. I love getting out-dadded by my son. It's amazing. He has a bright and promising future ahead of him, making younger generations regret ever existing. I, for one, am there for it. You said, does he like telling? Do you like telling dad jokes? Does he laugh? No, Dad, we need telling jokes. I meant me here right now. I think it's too early for you, Sinlin. Or you're having a stroke. I assume this now means, do you like me telling dad jokes? Me being you. Do you like telling your dad jokes? Does he laugh? Does who laugh? My son? My son, he laughs at some of my dad jokes. If we talk about another he in this situation, I don't know. Are you having a fucking aneurysm? Do you like telling dad? You son of a bitch. You are fucking horrific. You outdadded me so hard that it caused genuine, actual confusion and concern for the state of your health.
You can't keep getting away with it! Oh, brother, this guy
stinks! Penny dropped from both me and Makers almost at the exact same time. But oh no. Oh no. Just remember, Cinderlin, the story about the boy who cried wolf, or in your case, the woman who pretended she was having a fucking ischemic stroke. We're patting our chicken dry. There's shiatsu massage. Okay. You know what? Actually, we're gonna do our seasoning in a bowl to get some even coverage. I can't brain before like 2 p.m. I'm just here, having a pillow. Sounds comfy as fuck. We're going to use half of the remaining Italian urban spice blend. Looks about half. Then we're going to throw some salt and pepper in there. We're going to get this pan heating up to a medium high. A tablespoon of avocado oil. Little bit of peppies. Some pep for my step. Large salt. Small salt. Meanwhile, at Maker's house, bleh. Ah. Yeet Stream Deck off shelf because I forgot to use adhesive sticky bits to make it stay in one place. I knew that was going to happen eventually. More salt! Nope. Ah, curses. I'll fix that later. That was close. My Stream Deck almost took a swim. My happy coffee. Okay. This chicken is all seasoned. My shame is being recorded forever. This is worse than the clip about me admitting my deepest shame that I am cilantro. Scene change. Hey guys, does my transition do the sparkly little sound anymore? Do you guys hear it? Because I no longer hear it inside OBS. Which incidentally is why I never knew that it actually made a noise. Apparently, there used to be briefly a little sparkly, twinkly sound as I did scene transitions. Does it only do it when I change scene like this? No. There was briefly, for a short period of time, a little sparkly magical sound, and now it has vanished. So we're going to cook the chicken for about 4 minutes each side. Yeah, there was, which was unintentional, but now there's not, which honestly I'm okay with. I wasn't a fan of the sparkly sound. Didn't really fit the vibe. Camera out of focus. Is there gunk on the lens? There's gunk on the lens. Poor little camera having to sit over the top of my stovetop. I don't need it for the sparkling personality. while that is cooking down, I'm going to stir up my bruschetta topping a bit. Because I realized I just kind of yeeted all the ingredients together and didn't actually mix it. But on the topic of health makers, I have returned to the ways of intermittent fasting, which was quite successful for me in past health journeys. I know that you specifically need to put weight on. You're welcome to take a lot of mine if you find it some method of transferring. Makers, have you ever used HelloFresh before? Because I am happy to give you a code so you can use the first free box and then just dump the subscription after that first week. Take the freebie and run. Lurk for a bit. Okay, Cinderlin. Thanks for hanging out. What she got wasn't great in terms of quality, but that was a while ago. I mean, you've seen me cooking this stuff here, and the quality's been consistently decent, I'd say. You gonna go down for some more nappy naps, Cinderlin? Everything okay? You know, this camera is actually making this look like it's smoking a whole bunch, but it's not. It's just a little bit of steam coming off. It's just the lighting. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Welcome to Mornings with Dad. Maybe that's what we'll call this new stream schedule, because dinner at breakfast time is a bit of a mouthful, but Mornings with Dad has a nice ring to it. The standards for food quality here in the States are lower, and a lot of those grocery deliveries take advantage of that here. Surprises me that a German-owned company like HelloFresh would do that, though. Morning mealtime? I don't know. I actually really like the sound of Mornings with Dad. It just sounds and feels so comfy and wholesome. And while you might not get wholesome here in this stream, you do get comfy. And I have never once advertised this place as having wholesome energy. Other people have done that for me. I love alliteration too. Oh, I know why I like Mornings with Dad. It's because it shares the same number of syllables as Mealtime with Dad. That's exactly why I gravitate to it. Yeah, the only reason you can call this channel wholesome is that I talk about holes a lot. The biological ones. It's stuck in some of these chimkin out of here, the smaller bits, otherwise they're going to start to overcook. I do talk about eating ass a lot because this is a food and drink stream, and eating ass is great. mass was criminally underrepresented on the USDA pyramid of food types. And I, for one, am not about to stand by and let that slight go unaddressed. Take that off the heat. The education we got here in America on healthy eating was a disaster. Wasn't your education just hamburger? Hamburger. Some quotes encapsulate what a stream is almost perfectly. And that would be one of them. And this is way more than a tablespoon of butter. Let's just do one of these. There we go. Eh. You make it hard to learn. I'm sorry for being so entertaining, Cinderlin. My deepest, most sincere apologies for the level of amusement that I bring you. I'll also do one of these. Bushy, 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 bushy. There we go. Honestly, makers, if you're going to be having that surgery relatively soon, I would just wait for the surgery. Because the recovery is going to fucking suck anyway. So there's no point to, there's no point in developing a habit which you're then going to almost immediately be forced to break. In goes our garlic. In goes the remaining Italian herb and spice blend. And here comes the magic bit, the cream spice blend. Also, for those that didn't know, while I go on about playing the meal kit companies off against each other, I'm actually playing the same company off against itself, because HelloFresh and Chef's Plate are both owned by the same parent company. So we're just going to toast this spice blend up a little bit. It's now looking good and toasty. I've got to move a little quickly here, otherwise I'm going to burn it. That pasta water we were fucking around with earlier is going to go in here. Because I'll get to your message in a second. Got to see how the coverage too is. See how I can get, if I can get it, or we can leverage my health issues to get it covered. Yes, give me the surgery. Less flesh means less work for the heart. Ignore the fact that the heart will have to work much harder due to people slicing parts off me. That is only temporary hard work. Release me from the flesh. All right. Cream cheese in the mix. Why does this camera look like it's so smoky in here? Like, this kitchen has zero smoke in it. I'm wondering if it's just the light from the window behind and to the right of this this camera, completely screwing up the image. Hands picked up a vaping habit. That's right. Season this up with a bit of S&P. Bren, you said you were on a break. How's your day going? How's the morning treating you? In goes the spinach. In goes the penne. And ads are going to roll in 5. Oh, my mouth is watering. And I'm now realizing I fucked up my fast because I put milk in my coffee because I wasn't thinking straight. Oops. Let's give this board a quick little rinse because we did get some chicky juice on it. And by chicky juice, I do mean chicken juice, not the fun kind produced by ladies. But it made a happy face. It did indeed make a happy face. Boop. I knew that end of the chicken was suspiciously squishy. It's fucking raw! I don't have a raid target yet, makers, primarily because I started late and thus haven't even been able to look at Twitch yet. But I think if Degradation is still online, which he may be, I'll be visiting him. And here come the ads.
we're just, if the video didn't make it clear, we're just thinly slicing the chicken. It's gonna go on top of our pasta dish. There's a big old sneezy. Thank you, Stream Deck, for saving everyone. We're back from ads, folks. We're back. We're live. Modiggies has been streaming for like 5 hours, so it looks like he might be planning to wind it up as well. We do have a couple other people we can go visit though. Let's plate. Let's do it this way. we go. Now, for the rest of the stuff, we are going to unceremoniously yeet it into this Tupperware. Chicken can go on top for reheating purposes, and the bruschetta will set aside in a smaller Tupperware. Salute. Let's get this dishwasher loaded up. And then we'll raid out. Actually, let's do a couple of other things first. Okay, I know we're gonna raid.
Okay. Time to make up some custom rhymes. Rhyme time, that's right. Alright, here be the rhyme. We cooked us some pasta before 9 a.m. and we brought our friend Makers, who goes by they them. It's now time for work, capitalism's a jerk. Take care of my degens, they might make you smirk. You're in the rhyme, baby! You like it? I was gonna ask if you were okay with it before using it, but given your reaction to it, we're gonna rate Sporty Tiger. She just went live. Rhyme however you please. Who am I to censor such poetry? Yes, I'm so glad that the module of the poetry module I did while studying my master's degree in creative writing has continued to bear fruit all these years later. But folks, those of you not in the Discord, those of you watching a VOD, those of you just lurking, this is the new time slot for the foreseeable future. Exclamation point Discord for the most up-to-date updates. I am back tomorrow. Well, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I can't drive my car until my I can't drive my car till I get it re-registered. I can't re-register my car till my speeding ticket is paid. I can't pay my speeding ticket until it's actually processed and in the system, which this morning it was not. I need to drive my car to buy cream. I could walk to the stores, but it's minus 29 degrees outside, so fuck all of that. I ain't doing it. So, the TLDR on that is if I don't have cream tomorrow, we'll do a couple of hours of gaming in the morning. And if we do have cream tomorrow, we'll cook something. And before anyone has the incredibly intelligent suggestion of using my man cream, it doesn't hold up well under heat. That's why the balls are on the outside, baby. Alright, folks. Here's your raid message again. Thanks, mate, because I've still got another hour till my shift starts, so I'll do up around my house, but I'd rather finish early with ample time for work than be rushing to get myself set up and get online. Yeah. I'll see you folks tomorrow, maybe. Actually, no. I'll see you guys tonight. Tonight, we're doing more reading, more magician, more story time. So perhaps I'll see you then. But for now, take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye!
Hello, see? I know. We picked up some pasta before 9 a.m. and we brought our friend makers who go by they them. It's now time for work. Capitalism is a jerk. Take care of my DJs. They might make you smirk. Mealtime. Thank you for the raid. I hope stream was great. That's crazy. You cooked up pasta before 9 a.m. But sounds delish. Glad it doesn't just happen to me. I'm like, hey, I am getting coffee. I'm getting situated. Guys, go love on Mealtime. He is a newer friend, but an awesome friend. And does all kinds of stuff. Go love on Mealtime. Welcome. Good morning, everybody. Let me go back up to the top now that I'm here. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I had just sat down. Let me see. Maker's Mantle, hello, welcome in. How are you doing today? Let me see. I don't know how to change or check my Twitch. Okay, so Daily Paw. It makes a consumable. Let me go check consumables. Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to fix the Daily Paws because Bippy is raging that she's stuck at 99. I like totals. I like totals. Okay. So channel, chat, commands, events, timers. God, my brain is not braining right now. Currency, rank, inventory. Twitch gear. Default. I don't see a max amount though. Daily Paw. I don't see a max amount. Oh, yeah, I do. Lilith, I love your face. Thank you for the resub. Hold on, okay. I think I'm going to fix this without ruining anything else. Bips, how many have you had since 99? Let me go to you and change your amount. I was just raging at Mix It Up. How many have you had? I found it. It does default to 99. You should say limit or max 3. Okay, so now yours should say 102. Okay, going back to the top. So sorry. I think I fixed it. Bippers with first star. Good morning. Carrot. Good morning. Hi. Rav. Good morning. Fart. I don't. Did the farts go off? They should have. Martin. Good morning. Love your face too. morning, Ben. My friend Jen had the same issue. Had to alter it. Okay, should be fixed now. That shouldn't happen to any others. Mealtime, good morning. Maker's Mantle, good morning. My work hours changed, so my new stream slot rolls up and ends before yours starts. So expect to see more of me as you. Oh, well, thank you, Mealtime. That's funny that that's coincidentally how it lines up now. But I hope work is really good for you today. And yeah, I hope I get to catch you. I'm sad that you'll be before my time because that means I'm waking up and won't be able to catch them since I wake up, get the kids to school, and then I'm live. But hopefully, you'll have some sneaky streams in there too that I can catch again. I love that mug. Thank you. It says so much love. So much love. It's just a cute little guy. Sorry, I just got back down to the bottom. You probably said that earlier, and then I got distracted. I apologize. Cat Bus, good morning. Lilith, I love you. Good morning. Oh, thank you for the follow. Mez, good morning. Hold on, put one of these on. My favorite nerd, Gangly, good morning. I almost did it again. I don't know what's wrong with me. Gangly, why do I want to call you Zeus? Zeus, good morning. Cap, good morning. So my new streamer cadence is cooking in the AM, gaming, reading streams in the PM. Oh, really? Okay, so I can still catch your PMs then. That's fun, doing a cooking in the morning. I like that.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch!
Oh, I didn't refill this. Guys, I'm so behind. Actually, I still have ice water here. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna have to go refill that. I'm so behind. Bippy's heckin' feral today. Careful. You almost made me do it yesterday. Do it. Almost made you do it. Calling the morning segment Mornings with Dad. Oh, I got my hot cocoa. Ooh. Calling. Oh yeah. I heard you say that. It's not my fault. I've only done it once. You can't blame that on me. I don't know what I want to play today, guys. I will have to get Kai at 11 because they did have school. I think that's what threw off my group. I was 80% expecting them to call school off, whether it's because we had more snow or because ice. Except for it sat right at that zone where like we still have all the snow that fell last night outside, except for it didn't snow more. Half of the road's like kind of frozen still, but now it's warming up a little bit.